All right, good afternoon, everybody. I've gotten the green light. Let's get the party started, yes? My name is Marco Villarreal. I'm a public relations coordinator here for the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and on behalf of Sheriff Chad Chronister, I'd like to welcome you all to the third quarterly awards ceremony of 2023. In just a few moments, you're going to meet the incredible men and women who have displayed exceptional qualities through various acts, some through life-saving efforts, others through faithful service in their respective positions. But before we continue, it is my great honor to introduce Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister and the HCSO command staff. And at this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise as we welcome our award recipients. Thank you, and if everyone can please stand. We will now do the presentation of colors by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the invocation by Chaplain Evelyn Lopez. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, everyone. What an honor it is to be here today. And before we start this beautiful ceremony, what better way to start to be in the presence of our Lord, our God Almighty. So please, let's bow our heads in reverence to him, for to him we give all the glory and all the honor. Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this privilege as we gather here today to recognize these men and women for their accomplishments, dedication, generosity, and kindness in their service to our community, as well as to our HCSO family. We ask you, Father God, that you bestow a special blessing on everyone present here today, and that you will continue to fill their hearts with love, passion for their dedication throughout the coming years. Today, Lord, this ceremony is just a small token of our appreciation for the good that they have shown in our community. For we know that one day, when they are in your presence, their reward will be so much greater. Bless them, Lord, as it is written in your word in the book of Ruth, chapter 2, verse 12. May the Lord repay you for your kindness, and may your reward be full from the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. And we ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you all.
Thank you. Everyone may be seated. Again, thank you for coming out today. We did a lot of clapping as everyone walked in, but at the end of this ceremony, hopefully you'll realize that clapping and so much more is merited for the wonderful individuals that are out here today. We want to thank again our sheriff and our command staff for being out here. Our state attorney, Susie Lopez, is here, as well as Chief Judge Chris Sabella. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is nearly 4,000 strong, and as one of the largest agencies in the country, it is often difficult for individuals to stand out. It usually is when everyone around you is awesome as well, right? But we are surrounded by greatness, and our recipients today, they have demonstrated an extraordinary level of professionalism, and they have exceeded expectations. Their bravery has inspired others. Our employee award winners have made it clear that this is more than just about a job. It's about going above and beyond their responsibilities. Their passion, dedication, and resilience set our agency apart, allowing Team HCSO to reach new heights each day. And it's a big job to oversee everything that happens within the county lines on a daily basis. Only those with a clear calling and unshakable determination can commit to this great responsibility. With that said, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is led by a man who does that. Sheriff Chad Chronister, he's a veteran law enforcement officer who has served with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for the past 31 years. He's got a bachelor's and a master's of science in criminal justice from St. Leo University, and he's a graduate of the FBI National Academy's 260th session. He became the top law enforcement officer in Hillsborough County in 2017, and since then has been twice reelected by the people, the citizens of Hillsborough County. Sheriff Chronister has exemplified service above self. He has reduced crime, has remained focused on community policing, and furthering a culture of diversity and inclusion at the Sheriff's Office. He remains dedicated to advancing the Sheriff's Office with a commitment to implementing technology advancements to better serve the public and to keep our deputies safe. He praises his family, faith, and grandfather, a World War II decorated Marine, for instilling his passion and selfless service for others. Sheriff Chronister is married to Nikki DeBartolo, has 2 sons, and credits his success to their love, sacrifice, and support. Please welcome to the stage Sheriff Chad Chronister. We will begin today's ceremony by recognizing members of our team who have devoted decades to this career, paving the way for deputies of Team HCSO, and laying the foundation for the future of our agency. Not only have you impacted your colleagues' lives, but the community members you've encountered throughout the years. We want to congratulate you on a job well done. Our first retiree spent 25 years with HCSO, joining the agency in 1998. He made significant contributions during his career. He has worked in several areas within HCSO, including Districts 1, 2, and 5, and in the Criminal Investigations Division. Among his notable achievements include the implementation of the Field Training Officer Program for the Motor Unit. He also had the privilege of escorting Speaker of the House John Boehner during the 2012 Republican National Convention. However, his proudest moments at HCSO came as a detective in District 2 and at CID, where he successfully resolved numerous complex cases, including home invasions, bank robberies, kidnappings, and crimes against juveniles. As a corporal, he played a crucial role in passing on his knowledge and experience to patrol deputies and detectives, contributing significantly to their professional development. He says he'll always remember witnessing the growth and evolution of Hillsborough County, along with the Sheriff's Office's ability to adapt to changing circumstances. He also cherished the enduring friendships he formed over his 25-year journey with HCSO. In retirement, he plans to relish quality time with his family and rekindle his love for outdoor activities, embracing a well-deserved break after a distinguished law enforcement career. Please welcome and congratulate Corporate Jeffrey Jones. Our next retiree has dedicated more than 27 years of service to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. He began his journey in November of '95, and his career has been marked by valuable contributions. His work locations during his tenure included the Orient Road Jail, Falkenberg Road Jail, and the Court Operations Division. Notably, he supervised several high-profile court cases during his assignment with COD. He takes great pride in the opportunity to witness the professional growth of the staff he once supervised. Many of them have been promoted, and he has watched them ascend through the ranks. A memorable moment in his career was the day that his father, who was also a detention deputy, pinned his badge on his uniform for the first time, creating a deeply cherished memory. He believes he has made a meaningful difference by providing support to the staff whenever they needed assistance, whether in their personal lives or their career. Upon retirement, he plans to focus on assisting the care of his parents and hopes to enjoy a lot of golf. Please help me welcome Master Corporal Richard Pigeon. This next person is a dedicated professional, has had a diverse 20-year career with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, making notable contributions along the way. She started her journey in 2003 and held various roles during her tenure. From 2003 to 2017, she served as a detention deputy at the Falkenberg Road Jail, covering numerous housing units and participating in video court proceedings. In 2017, she transitioned into the role of a case manager. One of her noteworthy accomplishments was the creation of artistic expressions and community resource guidance classes for incarcerated individuals. Her efforts also led to the rescue of over 20 dogs, 3 cats, 1 horse, and 1 donkey to families. What she holds in high regard from her time at HCSO is her role as a field training officer. She takes immense pride in the development and success of her former trainees, observing them excel in both their personal lives and careers. A particular memorable moment in her career was reuniting a missing person who was mentally ill and in custody with his family after they had been searching for him for over 17 years. She believes she's made a meaningful difference by treating individuals with respect and assisting whenever possible, emphasizing the importance of recognizing the humanity in everyone. Upon retirement, she plans to embark on a journey of travel and teaching art and relishing in the luxury of sleeping past 4 a.m. She looks forward to spending quality time with her family, friends, dogs, and cat, and embracing opportunities to learn new things and follow her path guided by faith. Please welcome Christy Scott Wester. Our next retiree was a dedicated law enforcement professional with more than 22 years of service since his hiring in October of 2000. Throughout his career, he has made significant contributions in various work locations, including Districts 2, 3, and 4. Among his notable accomplishments, he has actively participated in several cases involving major criminal enterprises, demonstrating his commitment to tackling complex challenges in law enforcement. He also joined the Florida Narcotic Officers Association and ultimately rose to the prestigious position of president within that association. What he values most about his time here at HCSO is his role as a supervisor, where he was able to mentor and shape young deputies, leaving a lasting impact on their professional development. A poignant memory that stands out in his mind is the moment that he helped reunite Tinley West with her mother in February of 2021. If you guys remember that story, Tenley was 1 year old at the time that a criminal ended up kidnapping her when he stole the family's minivan that was in the grandmother's driveway. She was later found in the minivan left abandoned in a church parking lot. He believes he's made a significant difference by mentoring these young deputies, assisting in shaping their careers, and imparting his experience and knowledge to help them succeed. Upon retirement, his plans include spending quality time with his children and family. And everyone, please help me welcome Master Corporal Matt Seal. Our final retiree has dedicated 13 years to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office since his hire in 2010. During his tenure, he served in various areas, including general population, house arrest, central booking, and in confinement. A significant achievement for him was his promotion to the rank of corporal, a recognition of his dedication and contributions to the department. What he treasures most about his time at HCSO is the sense of brotherhood amongst his colleagues, highlighting the strong bonds and camaraderie within the law enforcement community. He believes he's made a difference through his extensive 43 years of service in law enforcement, which includes 25 years in Plant City and then 13 years here with us. His commitment to passing on his experience and knowledge to young deputies has undoubtedly shaped the future of our agency. In retirement, his plans are to savor life, spend quality time with his family, and he expresses his gratitude to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for the honor of working here. Please welcome Detention Corporal Mark Scruggs. As the fourth largest county here in Florida, it takes a lot of dedicated members of our team to deliver professional law enforcement services, and we're proud to recognize employees who have dedicated decades of service to our county. Please welcome to the stage now, with 20 years of service, Detention Service Aide Margaret Anderson. Deputy Dennis Greco. Master Deputy Jose Hernandez, Jr. Master Detective Philip Merkel. Office Assistant 2, Amelia Page. Detective Stephanie Quintana. Master Deputy Kevin Stabens. General Manager 2, Wendy Young. And now, please welcome to the stage with 25 years of service, Master Sergeant Harrison Bashner. Sergeant Evita Hobbs. Master Control Operator Stacy Pierpont. Deputy Stephen Wrench. General Manager 2, Teresa Sadriana. And welcome now to the stage with 30 years of service, Master Deputy LaWanda Young. And at this time, we'd like to celebrate our law enforcement members' promotion to the rank of detective. For those of you tuning into our live stream, please understand that some of the following award recipients are undercover and their identities must remain private, so you might lose signal, at least the visual, for just a second. Please welcome to the stage Detective Alexa Oren. Detective Jacob Lamb. Detective Eric Lampy. Detective Alexander Moon. Detective Elizabeth Rieger. Congratulations to those detectives. We also want to celebrate the civilian members of Team HCSO who have recently been promoted, starting with Chief Technology Officer Marlon Bogan. Senior Supervisor David Boyette. Forensic Laboratory Crime Scene Manager 2, Thomas Dirks. Director of Vocational Programs and Reentry Services, Jennifer Hawk. Information Technology Manager, Francis Luzad. General Manager 1, Jessica Rohr. General Manager 2, Amanda Shaw. General Manager 2, Wendy Young. Deja vu. Congratulations to all of you who have recently been promoted. We're very grateful for all you do, and keep up the great work. Now, building a stronger community does take teamwork, and for this reason, we value the partnerships that we have developed with local businesses. Their generosity and willingness to sponsor charitable events and initiatives never ceases to amaze us. At this time, we want to recognize two business partners for their support. The deputies in District 5, they've recently forged a valuable partnership with a business. It's a collaboration that holds particular significance, especially with us being in the middle of hurricane season. The partnership involves servicing the Sheriff's Office fleet of power tools and equipment, ensuring the functionality during critical times. Notably, the owner of this business has demonstrated an unwavering commitment by expressing his willingness to assist the Sheriff's Office even during a state of emergency. In addition to their support in maintaining essential equipment, they've also displayed their dedication to the community by generously donating $500 worth of ice cream. This donation will play a pivotal role in supporting District 5's community events, with the HCSO ice cream truck serving as a delightful addition. For their remarkable involvement in the community and their valuable partnership with the Sheriff's Office, we recognize, and this is a great name for a business, Grass Bro Shops. Please welcome Tony Ham and his daughter Ashley. The next business award recipient is here today because of their consistent and invaluable support to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and its citizens. Over the past few years, they have generously donated a plethora of supplies and equipment to the Sheriff's Office, which have been instrumental during hurricane season and at various district community events. Notably, their most recent collaboration with the Sheriff's Office was for the inaugural Cuts for Kids event. Now, this event was organized by District 5, Community Resource Deputies, and it was aimed to provide essential school supplies, backpacks, and complimentary haircuts for approximately 84 children. The leadership at this particular store played a pivotal role in ensuring the event's success by supplying the necessary equipment and resources. Their continued support exemplifies their commitment to enhancing the well-being of the community and the Sheriff's Office mission. We recognize Home Depot Store 6380, that's the one in Riverview, representing that Home Depot, Asset Protection Specialist Troy Hamby and Store Manager Mark Cooper. Our next segment in today's ceremony will focus on individuals who have made a difference by displaying excellence in being good stewards in their community. We're very fortunate to live, work, and raise families in a place that is continuously progressing. And there's no doubt that our community is greater because of the efforts of those who go above and beyond each day to support their fellow neighbors, and they're always willing to lend a hand. At this time, we'd like to recognize those outstanding citizens who make our home an incredible place, and these are some pretty cool stories you're about to hear. We'll start with this one. We told you earlier the Cuts for Kids community event that our community resource deputies initiated in District 5 right before school started. For an event that big, it takes so many people in the community to come together. And that event, again, aimed to support young kids with providing them essential school supplies and haircuts for the upcoming school year. A crucial aspect of the event was the collection and coordination of substantial quantity of school supplies, including backpacks, pens, pencils, notebooks, crayons, markers, and other educational items. That's a full day of shopping for the parents that are here, right? Well, our next award recipient played a pivotal role in the success of Cuts for Kids by donating 72 backpacks, each filled with the school supplies I just mentioned. He also contributed drinks for approximately 150 people at this event. And this kind of support for HCSO is not a one-time thing. He has previously assisted by providing beverages for numerous events and made a significant $15,000 donation for Christmas gifts for foster children at an event last November. His unwavering generosity reflects his deep appreciation and love for both HCSO and the citizens of Hillsborough County. Receiving the HCSO Citizen Award, please welcome Izzat Abush Ehab. Our next recipient is a man who has devoted his life to justice and mercy within the judicial system and our community. His career started with a Juris Doctor degree from the South Texas College of Law and a bachelor's degree in advertising from the University of Florida. His judicial journey began in 1994 as a county court judge, appointed by Governor Lawton Chiles, and went on to be reelected and appointed to the circuit court by Governor Jeb Bush in '99. Over the years, he has held various assignments, including those in criminal justice, trial division, felony division, county criminal, domestic violence, and family law. His dedication to the legal field is further reflected in his involvement in professional activities. He has served as the past chair of the Florida Conference of Circuit Court Judges and has been a part of the Trial Court Budget Commission's Executive Committee, the Florida Clerks of Court Operations Corporation, and the Florida Court Technology Commission, among others. Perhaps one of the most defining parts of his life's work is his commitment to mental health issues and substance abuse. He was appointed to the Commission on Mental Health and Substance Abuse by Governor Ron DeSantis. His commitment to mental health issues is exemplified by his instrumental role in setting up the Mental Health Court in 2017 and establishing Florida's first juvenile mental health court 2 years later. As Chief Judge for Florida's 13th Judicial Circuit, he presides over both these courts, recognizing the importance of addressing mental health needs within the justice system. He's a great partner and supporter of the work HCSO has done within our detention centers to better serve the inmate population that is suffering from mental health issues. Our community has benefited greatly from the groundbreaking work of this individual. For building a legacy that benefits the community, his friendship to HCSO, and his enduring commitment to justice, Judge Ronald Figueroa is the recipient of HCSO's Lifetime Achievement Award. Actually, Chief, Judge, one more thing. We are very grateful for your partnership. If you want to come back up here, there's one more thing. Surprise. We are grateful for your partnership with our community, your devotion to justice, to public safety. Sheriff Chad Chronister would like to bestow one more honor upon you, and that is essentially, effective today, making you an honorary deputy. Is that too much power now? Our next honoree has had a remarkable 42-year tenure at Pepin Distributing Company. Not only has his contributions profoundly influenced the company, but also the Tampa Bay community. While at Pepin, his creative and innovative marketing efforts have earned him recognition from esteemed organizations and a place in their prestigious in the organization and a place in the prestigious Art and Polly Pepin Hall of Fame. While he originally hails from West Palm Beach, he has called Tampa Bay home since graduating from the University of Tampa in 1985. Over the years, he has continued to give back to his alma mater through his leadership roles, even receiving the prestigious Esse Quam Videri Outstanding Alumni Award. Beyond his alma mater, he's been an invaluable contributor to the Tampa Bay community. He has generously dedicated his time and expertise to various boards and committees, ranging from sports commissions to anti-drug alliances. His leadership and dedication have made Tampa Bay a better place. His enduring relationships with Tampa's sports franchises, media partners, and community organizations have left an enduring legacy. As he prepares for his well-deserved retirement in October, we express our deepest gratitude for his unwavering service and dedication to Pepin Distributing Company, our community, and to HCSO. Receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award today, please welcome Bill Giesking. On March 3rd, 2023, at Buchanan Middle School, during 8th grade lunch, there was a 13-year-old male student who started choking on food, prompting immediate action. An assistant principal began providing aid, performing the Heimlich maneuver to clear the blocked airway. HCSO School Resource Deputy Darius Halliburton arrived and swiftly took over, conducting several more abdominal thrusts, and then the two adults exchanged roles again. And after a few more thrusts by the assistant principal, the lodged food item, which was a grape, kid forgot to chew, was successfully dislodged. Throughout the incident, the student was unable to communicate, signaling his distress by pointing to his throat. Deputy Halliburton's body-worn camera captured the entire incident, which showcased their calm and professional demeanor. After the grape was dislodged, the student expressed his gratitude with a hug to his assistant principal. The school nurse examined the student and confirmed that no further medical attention was necessary, and the nurse commended the assistant principal and Deputy Halliburton for their life-saving efforts, stating that their quick actions saved the student's life. Deputy Halliburton received the life-saving award in the last quarterly awards ceremony, and today, while the assistant principal has already gotten a hug from the student, HCSO recognizes Mr. Jose Flamenco with the Citizen Award for his heroic actions. Our next Citizen Award recipient has consistently and continuously acted as a bridge between the Department of Detention Services staff and community resources for several years. Her ongoing partnership with local businesses has resulted in the provision of more than 250 meals to the Department of Detention Services staff in the past 2 years alone. These generous contributions exemplify her unwavering dedication to our community and her resolute support for the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, further solidifying the bonds between law enforcement and the community. Please welcome Ms. Patricia Phelps. On April 22nd, 2023, in a critical situation, multiple District 5 deputies responded to a call regarding a mentally distressed individual. This person was standing on the Progress Village overpass of I-75, threatening to jump into the traffic below. A citizen driving by noticed the distressed man and immediately pulled over. When one of our own, Deputy Devin Wooden, first arrived on scene, he saw the distressed man standing perilously close to the bridge's edge, engaged in a conversation with our Good Samaritan. Joining the attempts to de-escalate the situation, both the deputy and the citizen, they encouraged the distraught man to step away from that ledge. And after several minutes of dialogue, they successfully convinced him to move to safety. This amazing individual, a driver who decided to stop when he saw a neighbor in need, provided crucial assistance to the sheriff's office. His love and empathy toward a complete stranger is why Terrence Riggins is the recipient of the HCSO Citizens Award. Mr. Riggins. Our next Lifetime Achievement Award is a distinguished physician, a dedicated mentor, and an inspirational educator. He recently concluded his esteemed tenure as the chair of the Department of Internal Medicine at the USF Health Morsani College of Medicine. During his decade-long leadership, he nurtured a culture of growth and excellence within the department, resulting in unprecedented achievements. Under his guidance, 3 internal medicine divisions achieved national recognition among the top 50 for Tampa General Hospital by U.S. News and World Report. The department also secured $46.4 million in National Institutes of Health funding and ranking 35th nationally by the Blue Ridge Institute for Medical Research. He actively contributed to numerous boards and committees, passionately advocating for underserved populations and community well-being. His dedication to building a patient-centered approach to research, clinical care, and academics elevated the department's national prominence and led to the establishment of community-based programs by internal medicine physicians. One of his proudest achievements is his support for those often overlooked, exemplified through initiatives like the U.S. Bridge Healthcare Clinic and the department's Needle Exchange Program, underlying his dedication to humanity. And he's not done yet. As he transitions to a new role, he's going to continue to make an impact, this time focusing on international health. His dedication to global healthcare was kindled in the 1990s as he collaborated with doctors from Latin America. His expertise and leadership in infectious diseases made him a resident COVID-19 expert with a commitment to sharing knowledge with international colleagues. His involvement in global health programs has fostered reciprocal benefits for students, physicians, and partners worldwide. Throughout his esteemed career, he has embodied the spirit of USF, earning a master's degree, attending residency and fellowship, and serving in various leadership roles at USF Health. His humility, warmth, and belief in the power of support have endeared him to colleagues and students alike. Today, we celebrate his unwavering dedication and contributions, thanking him for his remarkable journey that has touched the lives of many. Please welcome Dr. John Sennett. We transition now into our life-saving awards, beginning with one case involving a citizen and deputies working together to save a life. On July 11th, 2023, a potentially tragic incident unfolded as a driver traveling along Thonotosassa Road near Valley Ridge Court narrowly avoided striking a 4-year-old boy who was inexplicably wandering in the roadway wearing only a diaper. It was later determined that the child was nonverbal and autistic, amplifying the urgency of this situation. The driver immediately took action, exiting her vehicle and dialing 911 to report the alarming incident. Her primary concern was to safeguard the child and prevent any harm, and despite her valiant efforts, that child eluded her and eventually wandered into a nearby pond. The treacherous terrain of reeds, cattails, and deep mud made it impossible for the driver to physically reach the child or enter the pond herself. Undaunted, she continued to provide critical updates to the 911 operator, ensuring that authorities were informed and en route to the scene. In a courageous and selfless act, 2 deputies arrived at the scene, fully aware of the grave danger that this 4-year-old autistic child faced. Upon her arrival, the first deputy fearlessly entered the pond, determined to reach the child. She waded through the challenging terrain, pushing through thick reeds and cattails until she found herself waist-deep in the treacherous mud. Several minutes later, the second deputy arrived on the scene and joined the rescue effort. He too ventured into the water and soon found himself in waist-deep mud. The situation was complicated by the fact that the reeds and the cattails were now towering over their heads and was obstructing their vision to the child they're trying to save. The first deputy guided the second deputy verbally to the child's location, as he was unable to see beyond that dense vegetation, and then using the child's noises and the first deputy's directions as their guide, the second deputy pressed on, wading deeper into the water until it reached neck height. With remarkable determination, the second deputy managed to locate the child, who was partially submerged in the water. He placed the child on his shoulder and began the arduous journey back to the shore. The ordeal was far from over as they struggled now to reach the safety of dry land. Ultimately, with immense effort, the child was passed on to the first deputy, who persevered and eventually was able to reach the shore, securing that child's safety. In their valiant rescue mission, both deputies willingly risked their own well-being to save the life of the 4-year-old autistic child, sparing him from what could have been a very tragic fate. All 3 of these individuals were instrumental in saving the life of this young child. For her unwavering bravery and swift response, the driver, Alice North, is hereby awarded the Citizen Award, while Master Deputy Clarissa Brady and Deputy Aaron Gibson both deservingly receive the Life-Saving Award. Please welcome to the stage Alice North. Master Deputy Clarissa Brady. Alice, actually, if you don't mind, would you mind coming back up here? And Deputy, we'll do a 3-shot here at the end, but we'll give Deputy Aaron Gibson his spot there as well. Sir? All 3 of them, yes, please. They're less muddy today. Thank you. On May 15th, 2023, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office received a call about a shooting incident. The first responding deputy found a man with multiple gunshot wounds to his thighs. She initiated first aid, swiftly applying a tourniquet to control bleeding, and 2 additional deputies arrived to assist, further applying tourniquets and providing critical aid. As paramedics transported the victim to the hospital, medical professionals were able to confirm the severity of his arterial bleeding. The 3 deputies' quick application of the first tourniquet, just 6 minutes before fire rescue's arrival, and the execution of proper training in applying hemostatic gauze likely saved the victim's life. For that reason, we recognize with the Life-Saving Award Deputy Kobe Broderick, Deputy Luis Santos Colon, and Deputy Samantha Spadell. Please welcome to the stage Deputy Kobe Broderick. Deputy Luis Santos Colon. And Deputy Samantha Spadell. July 2nd, 2023, 2 HCSO deputies were called to a residence in West Chase in response to a person-down emergency. Upon their arrival, they discovered a man on the kitchen floor, unresponsive, without a pulse, and not breathing. The situation was dire, and every second counted. Without hesitation, one deputy immediately began performing CPR, while the other swiftly deployed an AED to assess that situation. The AED, an invaluable tool in critical moments like these, indicated that no shock was advised and that the deputies pressed on with their life-saving efforts, continuing CPR with unwavering determination. Their efforts bought precious time, and soon Hillsborough County Fire Rescue arrived on the scene, and as the paramedics took over, something incredible happened. The unresponsive man began breathing on his own. In moments of crisis, deputies Matthew Tabor and Tyler Jacobs epitomized the unwavering dedication of law enforcement professionals. Their quick thinking, their calm under pressure, and their commitment to preserving life make them deserving recipients of the Life-Saving Award. Please welcome Deputy Tyler Jacobs. And Deputy Matthew Tabor. On April 25th, 2023, an HCSO deputy responded to a vehicle crash with injuries at the intersection of U.S. Highway 301 and Falkenberg Road. Upon arrival, this deputy found a motorcyclist lying motionless on the pavement, suffering from severe trauma to his lower right leg and a substantial loss of blood. The situation was dire, but our deputy wasted no time. With unwavering determination and expertise, he quickly assessed the gravity of the injuries. The deputy utilized his HCSO-issued tourniquet to staunch the life-threatening flow of blood from the wounded leg. He maintained close contact with the victim, offering not only life-saving assistance, but also vital words of encouragement in Spanish during this critical moment. Thanks to the deputy's prompt actions, paramedics could continue life-saving measures until doctors could get the injured man into surgery. Today, we commend Deputy Jose Rodriguez for his unwavering dedication to the citizens of Hillsborough County. His quick response, expert action, and heartfelt compassion during this life-threatening incident have undoubtedly made a significant difference in the life of that victim. It is with deep respect and admiration that we present him with the Life-Saving Award, Deputy Jose Rodriguez. On the evening of April 19th, 2023, an inmate began showing signs of medical distress and started choking. In that critical moment, this deputy, the inmate motioned for help, signaling the universal sign for choking. Without hesitation, a nearby deputy initiated a Signal 67 via his radio, summoning immediate assistance. He then began delivering several abdominal thrusts, precisely as he had been trained. The deputy's quick response and unwavering adherence to his training resulted in the successful clearing of the inmate's airway, ultimately saving a life that day. It is our honor to commend Deputy Jonathan Spason for his exceptional service with the Life-Saving Award. All right, now at this time, I'd like to invite Mrs. Graciela Thomas of Bill Curie Ford to assist in presenting the Distinguished Performance Awards. During the early morning of June 10th of this year, the HCSO Aviation Unit was conducting surveillance for vehicle burglaries in District 4. It was at that time that a vehicle was observed behaving suspiciously in the Miller Creek subdivision. With unwavering composure and situational awareness, our aviation unit meticulously monitored the passengers exiting and returning to the vehicle, and then relayed this critical information to the District 4 patrol units. Those patrol units promptly initiated a traffic stop, but the vehicle attempted to evade capture and ended up crashing. The driver and the 3 passengers fled on foot, scattering in different directions in an attempt to evade arrest. Thanks to the guidance from on high, ground deputies were able to capture all 4 felony suspects. The 2 aviation unit deputies' efforts led to the discovery of 3 firearms, magazines, and ammunition, which were later linked to shootings within Hillsborough County. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of this Distinguished Performance Award, Sergeant Jason Doyle and Sheriff's Pilot Joshua Funderburg. Thank you, gentlemen. Our next award recipient is in his 11th year at the Sheriff's Office. In his time here, he has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to his duty, showcasing his dedication, professionalism, and integrity in various roles, including patrol deputy, field training deputy, street crimes unit deputy, general offense detective, and gang enforcement unit detective. Currently assigned to the Special Victims Section Internet Predator Unit, he also serves as an FBI task force officer. His exemplary contributions to the community, particularly in the realms of child safety, child pornography investigations, and human trafficking, have been truly outstanding. In 2022 alone, this detective's investigative prowess led to the arrest of over 40 individuals preying on vulnerable victims and his involvement in over 175 related investigations. His impact extends far and wide. He took the initiative to create and implement an invaluable social media and internet safety awareness presentation for children and parents. Through this endeavor, he has educated numerous community groups, including the Girl and Boy Scouts, schools, churches, and empowering parents and children alike to recognize the dangers of the internet and social media and to take proactive steps to safeguard themselves and others. He spends time coaching soccer and football, earning him the respect of younger generations and reinforcing his role as a mentor and role model. His spirit of mentorship extends to his colleagues at HCSO, where he is renowned as a servant leader and a trusted friend. It is because of this and so much more that we are honored to present the Distinguished Performance Award to Detective Christopher Rose. Please welcome. This next award goes to a detective with great skills and dedication to our community. In March, he conducted covert surveillance in the town and country area where he promptly identified and apprehended suspects attempting to defraud elderly victims of their jewelry. His vigilance led to the arrest of the suspects who had misled the victim into purchasing fake jewelry, resulting in charges of grand theft and misleading advertisement. In May, he tackled a bicycle theft case in the Egypt Lake Lido area with precision. He reviewed video surveillance, identified the suspect, and observed the thief riding the stolen bicycle. This detective's meticulous investigative work led to a confession from the perpetrator. And when the victim experienced another bicycle theft a month later, this detective came into play as he tracked down the stolen bicycle, identified the thief through surveillance video, and then obtained arrest warrants for 2 individuals involved in that theft. Thanks to his efforts, the bicycle was returned to its rightful owner. This detective's commitment to his community goes beyond his investigative duties. His annual field day event at the Town and Country Boys and Girls Club, which aims to bridge the gap between law enforcement and youth while fostering community trust, has been a recurring success since 2013. The detective's dedication to serving both as an exceptional investigator and a philanthropist demonstrates his outstanding contributions to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and the community at large. Our Distinguished Performance Award recipient is Detective Gregory Tyndall, Jr. At this time, I'd like to welcome the Director of Business Development at Florida West Coast Credit Union, Mr. Justin Deskins, to present the awards for Civilian Employee and Law Enforcement Deputy of the Quarter. Our next honoree has not been with the Sheriff's Office long, but her impact is deep. She started her time with HCSO in June of 2022, so barely over a year, and she's already made significant contributions towards achieving accreditation for the agency. Her primary focus was on ensuring compliance with the standards set by the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, also known as CALEA. Despite being relatively new to the agency, she brought a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the accreditation process. She worked tirelessly alongside a team of detectives and deputies dedicating long hours, including weekends, to gather evidence, review policies, and update standard operating procedures. Her commitment was instrumental in preparing the agency for the rigorous CALEA accreditation assessment. In April of this year, she and her team meticulously planned and coordinated the visit of the accreditation assessor, who examined various aspects of the agency's operations to assess compliance. This visit included an impressive on-site demonstration of the agency's specialty teams within the Homeland Security Division and other units. The assessor was notably impressed, acknowledging that he had rarely seen an agency of this size excel in community care on such a comprehensive scale. On July 29th, she traveled to Oklahoma City to represent the agency before the commission. They answered questions and provided insights into the agency's operations, and as a result of their efforts and the dedication of the entire team, the agency was awarded law enforcement accreditation by CALEA. That's no minor thing. Again, all of this in just 1 year with HCSO, and that is why our Civilian of the Quarter is Colleen Slater. We will now recognize our law enforcement deputy of the quarter. I bet you guess who he is before I even finish the story, but here it is. On April 30th, 2023, our deputies responded to a road rage incident on State Road 60, which took an unexpected turn when a panicked driver approached one specific deputy, or in this case, the right man for the job. The driver said that his pregnant wife was about to give birth. The deputy immediately sprung into action, and with unwavering emotional support, encouragement, and a touch of humor, he assisted the mother in delivering a beautiful baby girl on the side of the road, an event that was captured on his body-worn camera. The heartwarming story gained widespread attention, with media outlets, including national coverage on CNN, showcasing the HCSO Master Deputy's heroic actions. The community's response was overwhelmingly positive, and even Florida's First Lady, Casey DeSantis, personally commended him in a handwritten letter. Throughout numerous interviews, he maintained a lighthearted and professional image. Following the birth, he went above and beyond, purchasing several outfits embroidered with Lil Red for the baby. His compassion did not stop there. The baby's parents asked him to be the child's godfather, a role that he gladly accepted. Remarkably, this deputy has no formal training in delivering babies. Should I say human babies? Yet he relied on his life experience to provide comfort to a panicked father, reassure the birthing mother, and safely deliver that baby girl on the roadside that day. For his exceptional acts and unwavering professionalism, he is deserving of recognition as the Law Enforcement Deputy of the Quarter. Please welcome our Law Enforcement Deputy of the Quarter, Master Deputy Daniel Red Jones III. Congratulations again, and thank you to our friends at Florida West Coast Credit Union and Bill Curry Ford as well. Well, at this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Brian Ford from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to present the award for Detention Deputy of the Quarter. Hey, good job this weekend. He'll take all the credit. On July 25th, 2023, an HCSO detention deputy demonstrated exceptional bravery and selflessness when he intervened in a violent attack outside of a courtroom over at 800 East Twig Street. The attack targeted a state's witness scheduled to testify in a homicide trial. Without hesitation or provocation, 5 individuals initiated the assault on that witness. The detention deputy on location, he jumped in, though vastly outnumbered, and swiftly reacted to protect that victim. He courageously attempted to stop the attackers, placing himself in harm's way. During the altercation, he was subjected to repeated punches and kicks from the assailants as he shielded the witness from further harm. Surveillance footage captured his heroic actions. And thanks to the deputy's valiant efforts, the state's important witness suffered only minor injuries, ensuring that their ability to testify in that trial. All 5 suspects involved in this attack were apprehended and now facing charges of tampering with a witness, battery, and battery on a law enforcement officer. State Attorney Susie Lopez, after meeting with the deputy following the incident, expressed no surprise at his actions. She affirmed his consistent commitment to performing at the highest level and wholeheartedly supported his nomination for this recognition. Please welcome our recipient, Detention Deputy of the Quarter, Deputy Dwight Edwards. He can catch one-handed. Now, while today we have seen some of the best among us, this entire agency is built of the best in our community, and that is because HCSO is led by a man who wants everyone to succeed, to be their best, and he has set a high bar in how we protect and serve Hillsborough County. His example and dedication to the community and to everyone in this agency is truly inspiring. Please welcome Sheriff Chad Chronister.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for taking time out of your busy days to come celebrate so many individuals who are deserving of this and so much more. So many thank yous, so little time, but here you go. Let me see if I can run through it as quick as I can. To our retirees, thank you. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for leaving the agency and the community better than the way you found it. Whether it's 20, 25, 30 years of service, thank you. Thank you to all our employees and all the employees here in the audience supporting your coworkers and your family and your friends. Thank you. You guys are some of the best of, that do it in the business. And I have to tell you, it is an absolute privilege to work alongside each and every one of you. Thank you for what you do. As Marco alluded to, it's hard to set yourself apart from 4,000 men and women who do it better than anyone. And you guys managed to do that. And again, I'm so grateful. I'm so proud. I'm absolutely excited to see what each of you will accomplish next. So thank you. The promotees, thank you. Thanks for agreeing to take on additional responsibility and sometimes not just being concerned with yourself, but now you have a whole big area that you have to take care of and a bunch of employees that you have to make sure that they have what they need, that they can provide that highest degree and level of service for the community that we love to serve. Thank you for what you do. Our life-saving individuals, no surprise. I know that some looking around here like me, when I get woke up in the middle of the night, when we get the phone calls and the 2 chiefs tell me what each of you do, it's never a surprise. But I tell you what, I never, ever will complain about being woken up or whether it's late at night, early in the morning, or on a weekend, because when they tell me what you do, I tell you what, when I say my prayers in the morning, I say them at night. I make sure I include each and every one of you in it. Thank you. Thanks for moving the needle here in the office when it comes to showing people what it means to be a public servant and a selfless servant at that. Some of our citizen awards, I think that this is what makes Tampa Bay so special. It makes individuals like you who stop, individuals who answer that call in that time of need, whatever it may be, whether it's a charitable event, a family we're trying to help. Regardless of what it is, you guys are always the one to say, I'm on the way. Bill, I don't know what Pepin gave you. I'm sure maybe a lifetime supply of beer. But in all seriousness, all just aside, from your Tampa Bay Sports Commission work, helping get you some great events here that we all get to enjoy and put Tampa on the map, but all your philanthropic efforts that you do. Don't feel bad for Bill. He's moving to Belize. Him and his wife bought a house there. So don't feel too bad, but thank you. I have to tell a quick story. Hurricane's bearing down. Everyone's cleaned out of water. We can't find water, and we know we're going to need water. And we called Bill, and one quick phone call, he dropped off pallets and pallets of water. Yes, they were packaged in beer cans, so they probably thought typical sheriff's office going to get drunk. We're going to be suffering, and they're going to party, but thank you. Thank you for that. That sure did come in handy when we were out in the community and we were able to pass that out, which, again, I'm surprised the media didn't capture that we were handing out beer to everybody. But thank you for what you do. Dr. Sennett, you lead the charge, whether it was when it comes to infectious diseases, when it talk about someone who moves the needle, not just here in the Tampa Bay region, the state, the country, or internationally, when it comes to the AIDS epidemic, when it comes to Ebola and COVID. You were always a phone call away, and you were always leading the charge. And regardless if you working 7 days a week and sleeping at the hospital, you always took our calls when we were trying to figure out what's best for our employees, what's best for our community, what should we be doing here. And again, I couldn't be more grateful. Couldn't be more grateful and be remiss if I didn't thank you in public. We, not like anyone else here, lost some individuals because of COVID. And there was one who fought hard, and you went above and beyond, and you gave this young supervisor everything he needed. And there's no doubt in my mind that this deputy, this supervisor, is still here to serve our community because of your efforts, Dr. Sennett. Thank you for everything that you do. Chief Judge, I don't know where to start. I really don't. We'd be here till dark, and I know we all have somewhere to go, but your partnership has been one of the most cherished partnerships that I've ever had. And 6 years as sheriff, to be able to pick up the phone and pick your brain about different things, whether it was navigating something in the criminal justice system, holding individuals accountable, how do we help people, how do we fix people, you were always a yes, let's make it happen, let's try it. I can't thank you enough on behalf of the 4,000 employees in this community for everything that you provided to the criminal justice system. There's no doubt that you're the reason that people amongst all the circuits in the state of Florida always came to Hillsborough County, looked towards Hillsborough to see what you were doing because they knew that that was the best way to do it. Thank you for your leadership and guidance and everything you've done for our office and the criminal justice system and this community. Well done, sir. Thank you. And there'll be some responsibilities coming along with that honorary deputy badge. We'll email them to you. I should have asked you to take your place over here, your rightful place that you've earned for now on. Parking spot up front, whatever you need, Judge. Again, thank you to everybody. Our life-saving award recipients, I know I touched on that, but those of you who saved the lives of others, I'm in amazement. And Red always seems to be at the right place at the right time, and it's because he's so busy. He's always out there. Someone who has such a tenure you would think would slow down, and he's still hitting the gas pedal to see how fast it would go when it comes to public service. This is his third baby. So, Dr. Sennett, I don't know what type of influence you still have at Tampa General, but not anytime soon, but one day maybe in his next career he'll be ready for some formalized training. There you go. And thank you. I have to take just a second to thank Bill Curry Ford, Florida West Coast Credit Union, and my dear friend Brian Ford at the Buccaneers, already 1-0 when they counted us out. I love being an underdog, and I'm sure you do too. But thank you for everything that you guys do. Thanks for coming up here and making our deputies' recognition even more special. I know you take time out of your day, whether it's a gift card, a plaque, certificate, and that game ball. You guys just don't hand those out. I know how special they are to you when you have those made. Thank you for making our employees feel special as you do. And to my command staff, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize our command staff. Thank you. Publicly thank you for what each and every one of you do. Some of our civilian leaders never get a chance to thank them. Andrea Hartman of our IT department, Our Chief of Human Resources, thank you. Thank you for making this such an agency where our diversity rate went from 12%, is at 61% now. We have a community, a workforce that's reflective of the community that we serve. We're hiring the best of the best, and it's all because of you. Thank you, Michelle. Our Chief Legal Officer, she'll get mad. I call her our pit bull, but she does a wonderful job. You do not want to tangle with her. But thank you for all your sacrifice and contribution, what you do to protect the men and women in this community. And our Chief of Operations, newly promoted Chief of Operations, I'm surprised that you weren't here in line today. So you might have declined that because he's a very humble individual. So I will make sure that I handle that appropriately right now. Mr. Steve Mitchell has been here 54 years, Mr. Mitchell? 53? 49, okay. Well, I'm excited for the future. I was already giving you some credit. But Mr. Mitchell oversees our fleet maintenance, and you could imagine with 4,000 individuals, the amount of effort that goes into that, specialty teams, boats, and the list goes on and on and on. And our communications, they have to be able to talk. And he leads the charge with the Florida Sheriff's Association with all 67 counties, figure out how things are to be done and how do you give deputies the tools, the best tools that they need. So a year ago, I said, Mr. Mitchell, I need a favor. Not only do I need you to handle the cars, the communication, our fleet, would you please do me a favor and take over every facility that the Sheriff's Office has? Will you do me a favor and do that? And of course, he's always very gracious. He says, yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. And he still takes my phone calls today. So 3 weeks ago, I called him back down with the two chief deputies and said, listen, there's been a void that's created with everything we're trying to do with our detention facilities. It's a heavy lift. Some of it's dilapidated. We're trying to update it, whether it's cameras to keep the inmates safer, whether it's the employee entrance, whatever it happens to be. It's a big lift. So I said, Mr. Mitchell, would you do us a favor? Would you please take over the detention facilities too? So now every time someone puts their rear end in a car or walks through a door, it has Mr. Mitchell's fingerprint on it. So it would have been much easier to read something nice here today, Mr. Mitchell, but because you didn't want to get in line, I figured I would be the designate to say thank you and congratulations on your promotion. Please help me thank our Chief of Operations. I'll finish up with our state attorney. Thank you. Thank you for our partnership. Thank you for renewing our faith in the criminal justice system. It's incredible to work along with an individual like you that has such a passion for service. You've made it about the victims, holding people accountable and making sure that we pursue justice for our victims. You absolutely energize this 4,000 group of men and women. Thanks for what you do. And Chief Judge, the newly appointed Chief Judge, newly elected Chief Judge, that's a big deal when all your peers of all the judges elected you to do it. Sir, I'm here to publicly announce they made the right choice. Thank you for what you do. I'm excited for our partnership. I can't say new because Judge Sabella used to be here at the office and part of our legal staff here. And then before you started your distinguished career by being a judge and being serving the public and the community in another capacity. Thank you. I'm excited that they made the right choice. Thank you. Every single person here today, I'll pray tonight that may God keep each and every one of you and your family safe. Thank you again for taking time out to recognize and support our employees. Thank you for your support and your unconditional support of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. I tell you, it makes all the difference in the world when you see some agencies that can't hire, and across the street our academies are full. It's because this community loves their sheriff's office and supports their law enforcement community. To each and every one of you, we will not let you down. Thank you for your support. God bless everyone. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Sheriff. Thank you, everyone who came out tonight or today. This concludes our awards ceremony, and as is custom, afterwards, for those that would like to take a picture with Sheriff Cronister, we can do so right over here in front of the flags. We ask that there's a line formed on that side of the wall. And again, thank you for coming, and have a safe trip home.